Kyrie Irving's scoring prowess has been nothing short of legendary over the past decade in the NBA. And guess what? That fire still burns bright today, and Ramadan may be the reason for it. In this video, we're going to take a closer look at his games to see exactly how he's playing amazingly well during Ramadan. Kyrie Irving's game has always revolved around his deadly three-point shooting. Whether we're talking about his championship run with Cleveland back in 2016 or his game today, the long ball has been his bread and butter. Whether he's sprinting down the court, dancing in isolation, or orchestrating a pick and roll, you can bet your bottom dollar that Kyrie's first instinct is to let it fly if he's got an inch of space. And let me tell you, he's as smooth as butter whether he's catching and shooting or pulling up off the dribble. But what sets Kyrie apart isn't just his shooting, it's his flair, his finesse, his ability to make the toughest shots look like child's play. And I'm talking about those stare-down jabs, those step backs from the corner. But let's talk about Ramadan, and why it might be a reason he's playing well this season. Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic lunar calendar, and is considered the holiest month for Muslims worldwide. It's a time of fasting, prayer, reflection, and community for Muslims around the globe. During Ramadan, Muslims fast from dawn until sunset, abstaining from food, drink, smoking, and other physical needs during daylight hours. The fast is broken each evening with a meal called iftar, often shared with family and friends. Ramadan is also time for increased prayer, reading the Quran, and performing acts of charity and kindness. It's a spiritually significant time for Muslims to deepen their connection with God and seek forgiveness for past sins. For athletes fasting during Ramadan, adjusting comes down to establishing a solid routine. Once they've got that dialed in, from managing their sleep schedule to tweaking their calorie intake and dealing with limited hydration, they're able to adapt pretty smoothly. Sure, the first week might hit them with a bit of a shock to the system. They're in the zone and ready to tackle whatever the game throws their way. But when did Kyrie open up about his religion and dedication to Ramadan? Around April 12th of 2021, there was a buzz in the air about Kyrie Irving possibly embracing Islam and observing Ramadan. Social media platforms like Twitter and Instagram lit up with images showing Irving kneeling in prayer before games, a practice aligned with Islamic customs. Prior to this, Irving had been sharing tweets attributing personal and political matters to Allah, hinting at a potential spiritual journey he might be undertaking. Following the Brooklyn Nets' victory over the Boston Celtics, Kyrie Irving stepped up to the post-game podium wearing a Black Fathers Matter hat. But it was what he revealed next that really caught everyone's attention. In a candid moment, Irving confirmed the swirling rumors about his faith, publicly acknowledging that he had indeed embraced Islam.
But yeah, I am taking part in Ramadan with a lot of my brothers and sisters, my Muslim brothers and sisters, and it's been an adjustment. That's really what I can say.
This confirmation marked a significant moment, not only for Irving personally, but also for fans and followers who had been speculating about a spiritual journey. But not only that, he had managed to be exponentially better at playing basketball during Ramadan. In an interview back in 2022, he dropped a bombshell. He was fasting.
This is all around the world that are fasting with me.
Now, just wrap your head around that for a second. With his body running on fumes, he was still out there on the court balling like a beast. Considering Kyrie Irving's profession as an NBA player, his dedication to fasting during Ramadan takes on an even greater significance. He's out there on the court, running back and forth on that massive hardwood, facing off against some of the toughest competition in the league. Now, think about the physical demands of that, the constant exertion, the energy required to keep up with the pace of the game, and the mental focus needed to stay sharp despite the inevitable loss of energy over the course of the match. It's a true test of his strength, both physical and mental, and a testament to his unwavering commitment to his faith. That's some serious dedication for his religion and the game he loves. It's moments like these that show us the real heart and soul of a player, and Kyrie's definitely got plenty of both. And right now, Kyrie Irving is on fire. Let's talk about the phenomenon that is Ramadan Kyrie. This guy is on another level during his sacred time, and his stats back it up. Despite observing Ramadan, Kyrie Irving didn't let fasting slow him down one bit. In a showdown against the Denver Nuggets, Kyrie pulled off some serious heroics, sinking a clutch left-handed hook shot from beyond the free throw line over none other than Nikola Jokic himself. And get this, he wasn't just making flashy plays. Kyrie went all out, playing a whopping 40 minutes and putting up 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 9 assists. And remember, this was all going down during Ramadan, where Muslims fast from dawn till sunset. No food, no water, nada. But did that stop Kyrie? Not a chance. Take a look at what he's been doing on the court lately. Against the Warriors, he nearly dropped a 23-point triple-double, shooting a smooth 50% from the field. And that's just the beginning. In the next game, a grueling back-to-back against the Thunder, Kyrie exploded for 36 points, 4 rebounds, and 12 assists, shooting an insane 12 of 18 from the field. I mean, come on. That's superhero stuff right there. He's tapping into some next-level mental and physical energy, pulling off feats that most players can only dream of. And then there's the recent Nuggets game. That game-winning shot sent shockwaves through the NBA. Kyrie showed up big time, dropping 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 9 assists, just shy of another triple-double. And let's not forget, he was getting after it on defense too, racking up 3 steals. This guy's playing nearly 40 minutes a game, back-to-back, and he's still putting on a show. And with their most recent games against the Rockets, as well as the Kings, in which they won back-to-back games, Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic hit the court together, and they were unstoppable. And looking ahead to April, when they face off against last remaining teams, like the Warriors, Hawks, Hornets, Heat, Pistons, and Thunder, it's bound to be an exciting ride as Dallas continues to win more games, winning 9 out of their last 10 and is currently on a 6-game winning streak. With all this momentum, they could possibly end up as the 4th seed, at best. And this is all thanks to Kyrie Irving being a key factor to these games. Ramadan Kyrie isn't just in the zone, he's in a whole different universe, and he's showing no signs of slowing down. It's safe to say that this is not the same Kyrie Irving. Right now, while all eyes are on Luka Doncic making a serious MVP run, let's not sleep on Kyrie Irving quietly dominating the game. The man's averaging a smooth 25.4 points per game, shooting lights out with a 49% field goal percentage, knocking down threes at a scorching 41.5%, and icing the cake with a cool 90% from the free throw line. Talk about efficiency. Kyrie's out here putting on a clinic, and it's about time we give this man his props. If Kyrie keeps up this level of play and Luka keeps doing Luka things, like that insane long-range bomb he dropped over the defense's heads, Dallas is going to be a force to be reckoned with. I'm talking about a 1-2 punch that's going to have defenses shaking in their boots. All the other guys in the squad just got to lock in on defense and handle their business. And Dallas? They're going to make some serious noise in this league. Mark my words. But if you go back to Kyrie Irving's early days with Cleveland, remember those jaw-dropping highlights where he'd bust out 5 or 6 dribble moves just to find that perfect attacking angle? It was like watching poetry in motion. Now, don't get me wrong, that style play suited him well back then. But fast forward to 2024 and check out his game today. You'll notice something different. Kyrie streamlined his game, cutting out all the unnecessary fluff and getting straight to the point. When defenses try to throw pressure at Kyrie, he doesn't waste a second. None of that dancing around with the ball. He picks a shoulder and goes full steam ahead into the drive. Kyrie Irving's mid-range game has always been his element, no doubt about it. But in 2024, we're seeing a slight tweak in his approach. Back in the day, a big chunk of Kyrie's in-between pull-ups came from beyond 17 feet. Fast forward to now, and there's been a noticeable shift. According to Synergy Sports, Kyrie's dialing up a lot more of those shorter in-between pull-ups. And let me tell you, when you watch the tape, one thing jumps out. Kyrie's playing with a whole new level of physicality. Kyrie Irving has always been a force to be reckoned with as a physical point guard, but lately, he's been taking it up a notch when facing off against other teams' point guards. He's not afraid to back down, get low, and play some old school bully ball in the post. Now, he might not be the type to go for the drop step or muscle his way below the rim, but he's got no problem using his strength to create space for those sweet short turnaround jumpers. And all this might be with the help of fasting and Ramadan. His mind becomes more sharp and puts his body into that peak playmaking condition, both physically and mentally. Let's shine a spotlight on some other Muslim players in the NBA who also observe Ramadan. Omer Yurtseven, currently with the Miami Heat, Gorgui Dieng of the Atlanta Hawks, Jaylen Brown, representing the Boston Celtics, and Enes Kanter Freedom are all notable examples. Just like Kyrie Irving, these players navigate the challenges of fasting during Ramadan, while continuing to compete at the highest level on the basketball court. It's inspiring to see athletes from diverse backgrounds honoring their faith while excelling in their careers. But of course, fasting comes with its fair share of challenges.
It's just you try not to think about the suffering too much and really focus on the journey with God and the path that you're on and just stay focused on that.
For Kyrie Irving, Ramadan holds a special significance, a time for reflection and spiritual growth. He approaches it with deep reverence, focusing on his connection with God and the journey he's on. Despite the challenges of fasting, he tries to maintain his focus and discipline, keeping his mind on the path ahead rather than dwelling on the physical discomfort. Playing for 48 minutes without a food or drink is no easy feat, but Kyrie's commitment to his faith helped him navigate the difficulties of Ramadan with strength and resilience. So what do you think about Ramadan Kyrie Irving? Do you think he's playing well right now? Make sure to subscribe to Hoop Pulse and click that notification bell icon for more videos just like this one.